going poorly. Takes the front of the grid. Green flag means we're about to get racing. Let's do this. Great stuff, great start. And everybody now searching for space. And we're going to hope that the server doesn't run it out on us again tonight, because we've got a great race. We've got 19 cars on the grid. This is Kart Dude, and Skill has gone around the outside of him, crunching over the curb. Got to be careful in those opening laps, because the tire deg's going to be high here tonight, and you're going to want all of the grip you get from the start to the finish tonight. So there could be a few guys deciding to change some tires, which is we don't usually see, because an hour the tires can last, but apparently here at Paul Ricard, tire deg very high. So back up to the front, we've got Barters now and Vic Chan. And River runs in fourth there. So this is where the Ferrari, a little bit of extra top end speed, 10 kilometers an hour. Down the Mistral straight, inside of him now, gets it. McLaren's there. Barters holds his line steady, but he is beaten, and he's moved back to fourth. So quick lap, that was fun. I've got Stuart, I've got Viper Z with me in commentary tonight, so welcome Viper Z along. He's from RaceOnOz, does a lot of GT Sport, but he's getting into a bit of ACC now as well.
Yeah, not so sure how I can commit myself to the driving side of it. It's not quite my style, but the commentary, sign me up.
Well, he's here to stay. There you go. So we've had our first lap. And as you can see, 2 stops tonight for everybody to do. So it'll be very interesting to see where they take those. Or they just do it the halfway and a little bit towards the end, maybe get some tyres. But this is Chubb. Bounty in that Lexus behind him, lurking. You can see already Paulie in that Ferrari, 2 seconds on Vic Chan. And River runs in third.
Stunning start.
So everybody getting in their own rhythm now. JJ's fallen to 18th. He's in the pit lane. Yeah, he is. We've had Adam take an early pit. We've had K-Man take an early pit. So early pit stop from JJ as well. That might be fuel. I'm not sure what that is. Bit of a long stop though. This is Angry with Tymorgo. And that bright yellow Bentley, he's been beaten, so Angry gets him. And he's Angry black Mercedes. Can't miss it. And Angry.
Slambo. All over the back of Brett.
Angry's the captain of Gamesman Racing Team. Yes, Slambo. 6th. Go up the side of that McLaren of Brett. But that curb's unsettled him slightly. And it's given Nige something to think about. He's going to sink his teeth into this overtake, into the first turn. It's a popular corner for overtakes. Nige is not giving up. He's going to take it. So Nige up into the spot that Slambob once was. He's moved to 7th now. That's to deal with Nige. Sorry, Bounty in that Lexus. I don't like how the timing screen doesn't update immediately. He's going to go for something up the inside. Bit of contact, and unsurprisingly he comes around. Bounty recovers. Slambob, Nige. It was a little bit messy. Let's take a look at that replay, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, messy stuff there.
Just I don't know. That's a tough one. I'll leave that to the stewards, I think. So the race continues. It's our first big incident of the night. We've got Nige up against Brett again. Those Ferraris. He's extended track limits there. So, yeah, Brett gets that back. But that was one thing that was talked about, was the drivers extending track limits too much tonight. So expect a few drive-throughs to be handed out for that. It's easy to extend.
Ooh, contact in the back. Bounty and Old Fella coming together. Old Fella coming off Wharfs.
It's Bounty, another bit of contact. So that's twice on this lap now.
Really awkward coming together there. Just looks like Angry Old Fella maybe didn't see him. Bounty maybe showing his nose or it didn't need it. Hard to say.
So the Nige-Brett battle continues up the front. The Ferrari using its dominance in the top speed to keep the pressure high on the McLaren. 34 at the moment, getting through turn 2. Unaccompanied. The Nige is going to try something down that Mistral straight. Won't be too long, I think, before he does get ahead. Brett, though, looks confident. Wonder how hard he'll try and defend the position, because Barters and River and Vic, they're starting to build a bit of a buffer zone now because they're racing together. That was a slight contact with Brett. Nige got a little unsightly there, and that's let Chubb in that Audi close him down. So we have action all over the place.
Two pretty clear packs now opening up. You've got the lead half of the field, I guess you could say. Kept a pretty clean run so far. Paulie just extending his gap even further. They've got back to the group of cars who have stopped. Adam leading those guys, just about to head onto the Mistral straight.
An Eagle Wind closing in on Fly, but as you can see, flying that Ferrari, it's too powerful down that straight. And Nige for ignition controls. The captain would like to get back inside the top 5, because Chubb's taken that spot away while we went away for a second. And now it's Chubb's turn. Let's put pressure on Brett. So here we go. Can Brett deal with it again into the first turn? He's gone up to the inside. He'll be inside of 1. This looks elementary. Brakes on. And certainly Audi ahead, hitting the apex first. That was always going to happen. So it's back on between Nige now and Brett. Some good racing up the front.
It's Chubb's game at the moment, isn't it? He just made that look easy, passing those 2 cars. Less than half a lap to dice them.
Paul said he had 2 drive-throughs last week. Yeah, that sucked. Fresh saying, sure, JJ has an unknown strategy that will be killer. Hopefully. So the likes of Adam, Ty, Slam, someone, K-Man Angry, and JJ himself, maybe they're on that killer strat. But remember, 2 mandatory stops, and all of the names I just set out, who are down at the back of the grid at the moment, have taken their first. So it's not surprising to see them so far off. River has taken Vic Chan there. So River Runs is up to 2nd. And he's on his way to taking first position of Paulie, but it's the Ferraris at the top now. Not surprising.
A little bit hard to assume these guys at the back maybe on a killer strat. I think maybe if you're Adam or Morgo, you might be able to get away with it, but going back further, the gap's back to Slambo, K-Man, Old Fella, even Penguin, who's just from a rough side, he's probably about 45 seconds off the race lead at this stage. It's not really spelling happy endings for him, is it?
It's not, unfortunately, but I don't know. Taking fuel, I think he's gone for a long fuel load, so think that's why he was stationary for so long. So I don't know what his initial fuel load was.
Who knows? And that said, if he has taken a bigger fuel load, he's going to have a lot of clear track for the rest of this stint. So it may just pay dividends, but long race, so we'll wait and see where it pops him out.
That's right, 10 minutes in, and still Nige on Brett. River ahead of Vic Chan, so they're both from BHR. So I'm sure River didn't have to work too hard at that one. Might as well keep the team working together a little bit. No team orders as such, but yeah, the Ferrari's always quicker down the straight. And Nige at the moment just can't seem to beat Brett here. Chubb made it look easy. But Nige hasn't found the same trick. Here we go though, down this Mistral straight in the slipstream. Great defending from the McLaren, holding his line well. He's going to force Nige out into the marbles. Somehow he's held it out there.
Oh.
He's done it. He's done it. So Nige is up to 6th.
Great move there from Nige. Fully committed at the end of the Mistral. That is not an easy move to pull off.
Yeah, and that's a great example of downforce and mechanical grip working together in unison. I don't know how he held it, but he did.
Bloody glad he did. That was gorgeous.
So Bounty and Skill. I think Bounty's just overtaking Skill here. As that gap seems to be growing a little bit. So the Lexus into the top 10. Inside the top 10 now as Skill's moved to 10th. And AMG, our fastest AMG out there is Card Dude at the moment.
Yeah, he's driven a quiet but consistent opening stint so far, Cardu, just sort of keeping out of trouble. Bit of door rubbing with Skillator earlier in the stint, but I think he's got the long run in mind, just trying to watch his mirrors. He's got Bounty approaching him here, so might be a bit of action coming up.
So Brett hasn't given up on getting back at Nige, but as we approach the Mistral, I think Brett might be sorely disappointed at the performance difference. Wonder how much the slipstream will help him stay with him in that tow. Just have a quick look at it. So Brett won 7/10 away. You can see Nige just ahead of him, but it's not really closing him down, is he? The tow helping a little. It looks more like Bounty has closed it up on a Card Dude. So that Mercedes, whatever the BOP hit they took this week, they're really struggling down the straight line. That's their weakest part of the track by far.
It was huge. Bounty managed to reel in half a second on Card Dude there, so
Bounty's
cards will
sliding
hold
everywhere.
Bounty. He's driving a little bit angry too, making up for lost time after that incident with Nige Guns, probably hoping he can scrap his way into the top 5 once again.
Trying to see. Fly. Skill. Can't do. So into the first turn again. The Lexus pretty equal on pace. Oh, he tries to show a nose, a little bit far back at the moment. But yeah, he's keen to take that away from Cart. Keen as mustard, they'd say. So the Selby,
I think
Selby driver doing well. The race sort of in that rhythm now where everyone does their own little thing. And we wait for the strategies.
Can't do a little compromise now onto the back straight. This will be bread and butter for Bounty, you'd expect. And actually can't do an indicator on there, giving him the inside.
Bounty still has to get it done. Switches out into the air, the dirty air now. Gets it done, gets back onto the racing line, and that's an easy move for Bounty. So it's now Can't Do It and Skill together from Selby Acoustics. Two teammates that can work together and try and mitigate their losses here. But down there in the top 10, not too bad.
Smart racing there from Can't Do. Recognise the Bounty on a charge is definitely going to be the quicker car out of those two, and hopefully he can just pinch a bit of a toe as he drives away.
Slambob here and Tymorgo. They are drag racing down the Mistral, and not surprising, Slambob takes it around and the Bentley beaten. So the Boatley has to deal with 15th, but these guys have taken a stop early on. Going to be, we're keen to see their strategic thinking in this race. But JJ's still down in 19th. He just did it. I don't know. Did he have an accident or something on that first lap? It just seemed like he's way off the pace. So there might be some damage.
See. It seemed like an odd time to be stopping. Of course, he could have just figured something out that no one else has. But yeah, look, a long way back, long way off the pace for those opening few laps. It's just a bit of a mystery at this stage.
Now, one for the everyone playing at home. What is the, and without going on Wikipedia and finding the answer, just have a guess. What is the capacity, crowd capacity of Paul Ricard? Viper, you can also have a crack at that as well.
Oh, it's not exactly an easy question, is it?
No, it's not something it's pretty big. I'll give you that. It's pretty big. It's bigger than, say, Suncorp Stadium.
All right. I'm pretty awful with any kind of attendance guessing, but I'm going to go with 130,000.
All right, so not a bad guess. We've got a long. From what I observed in practice, the Mercs weren't liking the fast corner at the end. Maybe running extra wing to compensate. That's very true. The setup is going to probably affect the Mercedes. I know they got a BOP hit as well. Len said he got taken out, so that's going to be a big reason why he's off so far off the pace. Fresh. Yes, he's in the pits. Fresh Prince, 85,000. Williams, 120. Ince, 125. Eth, 73. 0 from Blanchie during COVID. True. You get the COVID one correct. There's one from Brian as well, I think. Yeah, 76,500. One of you is very close. I'll tell you in just a second. Let's get a bit of an update on track work. 20 minutes down, almost. Paulie leading this race. River runs 4.3 behind. And then Vic Chan in that McLaren doing really well in third at the moment. Then it's Barters and Chubb in those Audis. They finish up the top 5. Nige Gunn is on his move forward. Let's see if he can't get Chubb before the first pit stop is required. Brett Watt and Can't Do 7 and 8th, and Skill from Selby Acoustics as well, so he's got his teammate to work with. And it's Fly in that Ferrari. Eagle Wind, Adam 72. Slambob again taking his stop early, so expect to see Slambob up the front by the end of this. Tymorgo, I'm expecting good things from him as well. Same with someone awesome. K-Man. Then there's Bounty, who's just gone in for his stop. Angry Old Fella and Penguin, who apparently got taken out at the start. And unfortunately, he's a fair way off the pace.
Now, that comment about Bounty, it's actually a little bit interesting to see where he's popped out in that back half of the field. So he's 17th, so smack bang advantage in the middle of all those guys, and it sort of makes you think that maybe guys like Adam, Slambo and Morgo, they're not going to be that far off come this first round of pit stops completing. They're going to have to dig deep and really try and work the fuel loads to actually make something work, but it's not all over for them.
No, it's not. I've seen the early stops win out before. We've got Slambob here on the back of Adam, coming up to the first turn. He's not far away. There's a bit of straight here before that first turn. Didn't quite have the top end and get up and go, but he'll use the torque through these corners and stay with him until we get to the Mistral, and it's going to be surely an easy overtake for the 222. Now, Along said 95,000. Very close Along, and there was another one. You're also 5,000 off. Fresh. So the winner, without going over, was Fresh. It's 90,000. But yeah, that's a lot of people they can fit in at a motor circuit. A lot of people.
Bloody impressive.
And Steve Ozzie comes in at the end and gives us the exact capacity. My source is Wikipedia, of course. I wouldn't know that off the top of my head at all. This is Slambob. You can see Adam holding that inside. It's a popular line to hold the defend, but he couldn't hold it before the corner. And Slambob is up one more, so he's into 12th. So we should be seeing the first pit stops from the front runners in the next 10 minutes or so. We could also see, we don't usually see it, we could also see tyre changes happening as well due to degradation, just because of the nature of the circuit. My prize for brands next week in AM2, convince HSV for me. I would who's HSV? As soon as you tell me what it is, it'll be very obvious.
I know of a sim racer called HSV. Not sure if it's the same one.
Nigel's working away on Chubb here. He's been doing it for some laps. The Audi, though, just seems to be able to hold him off down the straight there. It must have some pretty good top line, straight line speed as well.
It looks dialed. He's not fighting that car. He's just driving it nice and smooth. Him and Barter's really putting on a good show for the German Audi folk. And Nigel, in what seems like a superior Ferrari, just can't really get anything done.
Oh, your HSV. So why do we got to convince? You're gonna have to explain it to me. I'm an absolute idiot when it comes to, I don't know what you just said. So, Chubb's in, early pit stop for the first of the leaders. 36 minutes to go. Let's see, can Nige get the overcut to work? A little slidey out of there. The car on the front end. A little bit of understeer. Yeah, they're coming through, HSV. They're coming through. Oh, he won AM. Oh, okay. All the acronyms. I know I used to be in the Navy, but all these acronyms giving me PTSD. Now the race is sort of, I don't know what you call it. It's just, it's, no one's near anyone at the moment. So we're gonna have to.
Oh, and as you say that, Chubb rejoining the track, Slambo right up his rear. That was an awfully close rejoin.
Someone awesome's on K-Man. So K-Man does have some work. But again, in that Ferrari, we'll make easy work of it down the straight. Slambob is close to Chubb. So Slambob and Chubb. Maybe the overcut is not the answer. It's the undercut. Don't know how much time Slambob made, but he's going to get the move surely on Chubb. Here he is easily before the chicane. Chubb's coming back at him. He's got the inside. Slambob with the top end though. And it's done the move before we hit the corner. Well done to Slambob. He's on his way forward now. And he is at the top of the list of people that have already gone into the pits. So things are looking good for Slambob now. Things are looking really good. JJ Penguin's done his second stop. So you notice he's got a green box next to his name. That means his mandatory stops are complete. So he can go to the end from here easily. Tyres and fuel won't be an issue.
Eagle Wind also in the pits now. He was running on his own at the back of the train, I guess you could say, yet to stop.
River and Paulie lapping same times or what? That gap hasn't moved. I really wish I could find I really wish I could let us know the lap times. They need to update a few things, especially for the broadcaster, because we're just guessing. Oh, AM2. I get what you mean by AM2 now. The class AM2. Oh, and this idiot finally wakes up. Okay, I get what you're talking about now, Prince. But got Chubb and Slambob. He hasn't really given up at all, but you can see through the corners, the Audi's all over it. But again, the straight, just huge difference. And someone here trying to catch the K-Man. Second tenths the gap. We've got Bounty on the back of Eagle Wind. And I think the Lexus might have the upper hand here. What does Eagle Wind do? Just holds his line. There's not much you can do down this straight except pray and hope that they aren't quicker than you. Unfortunately for the Bounty Bentley driver, he's just a little bit slower. That's Bounty up to 16th. So a few moves being done now, and a few pit stops as well. With Paulie coming in.
Name too. Race leader Paulie.
Oh, I just come in. So this is going to be very interesting to see where they re-enter the track, and to see if those early stops from like Slambob, Chubb, Adam, even Tymorgo, have they worked? So River now leads. Vic Chen is chasing.
Slambo's rejoined. He's got a comfortable gap back to Slambo, I think it can be said. Maybe 3-4 seconds.
Slambo there. Nige is out as well. He's up to 8th. Paulie's in 7th. So that's worked well for Paulie. He's been doing some fantastic laps. He's now the leader of the people who have taken their stops. But Slambob, that early stop has worked for him. He's 3 seconds off Slambob here.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
Plum, someone told me that Brian guy is super quick. He should be in here. Right, Zuzu Brian, that Brian. He's also pretty quick behind the wheel of a rally car too. If it's that Brian you're talking of. So someone awesome on Cayman Steel. She's done well to stick within 7 tenths. Let's just drop to a second as we get the timing update. So Chubb is effectively third now as he chases Slambob. No safety car, HSV. No safety car. I can't I can't tell if they're stirring right.
It's all a bit of a mess in the chart at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is. It'll sort itself out just a moment. Slambob's come in again. So he's taken an early stop to get rid of his mandatories. Not surprising.
Wow.
So he'll be able to go to the end from here. Just want to see how long he stops for. Should be about 30 seconds if it's just fuel.
Keep tabs on that. Barters too, while we weren't looking. So he served his first mandatory pit stop and he's actually come out. He's the second driver behind Paulie.
Yeah, things are about to get,
my apologies.
things are getting very interesting. So there's Barters.
So I've actually just had a scoreboard update. I could not have been further wrong.
Oh, it goes all over the place all the time.
Doesn't it?
Someone, there he is, Eagle coming out as well, and Penguin. I don't think he's been able to make up much time, but he can go to the end here, so he might be able to run ahead of maybe some of the guys that haven't gone into the pits yet. Hopefully he can get off the bottom by the end. He definitely deserves a top finish. It's just unlucky if he was involved in an incident at the start. He's had a bad week, I think. Endurance racing. Had this weird thing happen at McPhillamy. Car went off and then a few accidents after that. Really ruined his race. So hopefully he can mitigate from here on in. Paulie out there, currently 6th. Leading the race overall, I'd say. River Run's coming in too.
Just served his stop actually, on his way out.
So this is interesting. Where does he come out in relation? Behind Chubb, behind Nige. Just behind Nige. And is that Adam? It is. So his teammate behind him, Nige ahead of him. So that's going to put him
Frustratingly for Nige too, he just wasn't able to get any sort of undercut, or overcut I should say, on Chubb.
Yeah, the overcut doesn't seem to work too well here at Paul Ricard. It's just one of those tracks where the undercut seems to be a little bit more powerful. River though, he might get Nige here. Let's have a look at this. River's looking quick. So I wonder if his car's a little bit more slippery in the setup compared to what Nige is. But Nige is pushing through that air, creating the hole. And he has closed him down significantly down the Mistral straight. Shows a nose, but he can't quite get there at the end of the straight. Holds a different line though. Can he get something into this last sector? Go River. There's a lot of River fans out there. It's good to see you guys out there supporting whoever you want to support. It's awesome. And rooting along your teammates. And don't forget, you can support Demo 1 as well at buymeacoffee.com/Demo1Garage. Thanks to everyone that's been able to do that so far. A few perks and stuff as well if you do. If you can do that. And if not, just check it out. There's a few interesting posts and content that I'll be putting up on there. So keep it bookmarked as well as Demo1Garage.com. Back to the racing though. Nige and River. Nige has gone to hold the inside, and that's well defended into the first turn. So this battle is well and truly into its fighting phase.
It's all happening, is it? River's just found a bunch of pace after that pit stop, and Nige is pretty overwhelmed by it. He's got to stop focusing on Chubb trying to catch him, and he's just got River all over his review now.
Yeah, and he's also got who's behind him? Adam, who's also his teammate. So he's got that working for him.
Guarantee if River gets by him here, he'll try and make things easy for Adam. But I'm just noticing Chubb not really running as quick as he probably wants to be. Nige, he's actually dropping him, even with River behind.
Yeah, I wonder if he started on a light fuel load. He's going a little bit heavier this time because he was pretty quick down the straights. As River, again, can't quite get him. So Nige is just holding on here. Just by a thread, but it's enough. We've still got 25 minutes to go. It's going to be a lot of pressure for Nige to deal with, but let's see if he can do it. Also,
Can't do first of his stops.
Yes, he has. My top 5 predictions that I put out on the Buy Me a Coffee article, I went for River runs to win. I had JJ Penguin in second, but unfortunately I don't think that will happen. I had Slambob in second, Nige in fourth, and Tymorgo in fifth. So I don't know how many I'm going to get, but we'll see. We'll see at the end. Top 5 predictions is pretty difficult. I think that was K-Man coming out. There's definitely someone. So River on his mission to overtake. Barner's there in 10th in that Audi. We've still got Skill, Brett and Vic to pit. Zangri comes into his last mandatory. It's the battle of
Can't do the rejoin on River. That's actually a strong benefit he's made there.
Yeah, just came ahead of him. Just ahead of Adam. So the 2 AMGs now fighting. And 2 Ferraris fighting. It's battle of the manufacturers. All in. Went for a bearded Slambo crash. I think he did. This is Nige. He can do it. River next to him. Oh, I think contact.
No!
That was contact. That lets Kart Dude and Adam through. Big moment for the Ferrari boys, though. Nige recovers a lot quicker. And River, well, unfortunately, we didn't get to see it exactly.
There will be words after that one. That was really awkward coming through there.
Big accident. Big moment. That's going to change the outcome of this race as well. Did we get anything? No, we just got the end of it. Sorry about the replay. My stream deck tonight's been a little bit laggy. It's a bit annoying. But, yeah, big moment. Big moment. That will change the outcome of this race. I wonder what will happen. There'll be some interesting footage of that posted later, I'd say.
River straight into the pits too, trying to hopefully salvage some sort of result after that. That would have really hurt his chances.
I wonder if he got much damage. It just looked like it was a bit of a side-on contact at high speed. And luckily there's so much runoff that there was no real big high-speed collisions with the wall. His car looks okay. There's nothing lifting off or bent in weird directions, so hopefully it's just a fuel top-up and he can get going again.
Should be okay. Vic Chan's just rejoined as well after his first stop. He's only just a sliver ahead of Kart Dude, so a lot of gains made here from Kart, and Nige just behind now.
This is Angry Eagle Wind. Guys in the bigger cars, they've done their stops. Angry just trailing, looking again for a gap and a passage through. So he'll be working on that now for the next 20 minutes, I suspect. Yeah, there's Kart Dude. I think Nige is going to get him shortly. Vic Chan and Justin that McLaren ahead of us. A little bit wide on the exit of that. It was a little bit awkward, but he makes it through. So it's up to Kart Dude now from Selby Acoustics to hold off Nige for as long as possible. This won't be surprising. Nige has got a lot of airtime tonight. But he's been involved in a lot of action as well. A lot of it was good. Unfortunately, we had that accident just off the Mistral straight. Here we go. Can't do. In the AMG Mercedes. Doesn't have the pace. Can't do. Well ahead of him and probably dominate through the corners as well. Looks like the AMG set up well through here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news for River, but it's a very long pit stop for him. He's come out a lap down.
Well, there you go. There might have been some big damage for him. This is Angry, has made significant gains on Eagle Wind, and if he wasn't worried, he definitely will be now as he looks behind. It's just Angry filling the space, and it's just going to be a matter of time, I think. Angry is a driver that will orchestrate an overtake, and he'll do it nice and cleanly. He's a classy driver. Let's see what he can do out of here. Needs a good exit. Good from both of them. Eagle goes straight across over to the pit side. The AMG bursts to life, but somehow the Bentley again stays ahead. So this one continues for one more lap at least. 19 minutes remaining. And we've still got at least half the field to take their last stop. We've still got Skill and Brett. They've still got to take their first stop. So they're on a very different strategy.
Yeah, it's running long for those guys. Not actually in awful positions either. They should find themselves just inside the top 10 once they serve their stops. Cart Dude as well, while we're watching that other battle, just been swallowed up by Nige at the end of the Mistral.
Nige has done it. Cart Dude, yeah, behind him. Some good stuff. Just having a look. Right, the chat out there. Blanchy said tyres flat spot at that speed. So you're probably not wrong. There probably was a change of tyres as well. It was on the blue stripes, which isn't as abrasive, but still they were going very fast. So yeah, they probably would have been a bit of a bumpy ride back to the pit lane, and I just wish we knew if they were changing tyres or not. It's just a bit hard to tell, but I'm sure you're right. Adam cruising along nicely, could be a smoky. Where is Adam at the moment? 11th, and he's you know what, Adam might be able to do something with this. Slambob down there at 14th. This is going to be a very interesting finish, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Gary Windsor, and thanks to everyone that has hit the like button tonight. I very much appreciate your support, and if you love sim racing, you've come to the right place. We've got more action this week as well. We've got the Go-To Woe League tomorrow on Project Cars 2. And then on Thursday morning, the SOP Motorsports on ACC from 11 AM Brisbane time. And then I've got a few days off. And then Sunday is round 4 for the Sunday night GT Sport League with RaceOnOz. And they're at the Nordschleifer, so looking forward to that one, because those guys go hard and fast. Can't remember, Vipers, are you racing in that one?
I am, usually. I'll actually be taking a leave of absence this weekend, making my way to the mountain in real life.
To the mountain? And then
yes, the
sorry, you go.
Resident. Yeah, so missing out on the Nordschleife, unfortunately, but I'll be tuning in here and keeping an eye on things.
Legendary. So Chubb's coming in and out. This could be an interesting fallback into formation for Chubb. It's looking good. Let's see. Just came in. There's Fly. This is Barters just coming through. Oh, just out behind. And that's Adam. So Barters technically third. Sorry, Tymorgo. Chubb technically third is what I'm trying to say. Once it updates, it's time. At least I think that's what I figured out. But yeah, ACC a little bit delayed with the timing screen there on the left-hand side, so I've got to do a little bit more thinking. But that's, yeah, pretty good. There it is, 11th place, 3rd overall from everyone that's pit. Tymorgo just in behind, so it's looking good for Bartis, Adam, and Chubb right now. But keep your eyes peeled on this race. This is Slambob on Someone Awesome. And Slambob is tight and ready into the last corner. Down the Mistral straight, rather. Just getting my bearings right. So surely you can get this done. There's not much someone can do. There's not much defending you can do down a straight. And you can't really weave left or right, otherwise you get yourself a black flag for racing standards. So someone gets that done easily. That moves him up there to... Sorry, Slambob gets it done, moves him up to 30. But the Bathurst 120 is also coming up as well. I'll have a date for everybody at the end of the week. So if you're an ACC driver on the PlayStation 4 or a GT Sport driver, keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Sign-ups will happen, and if you are a supporter at buymeacoffee.com/demo1garage, you will have guaranteed entry. So if that's what you want. But I'm looking forward to it. It's the 3rd annual Bathurst 120. So Skill getting through there. He's currently 2nd, but he's yet to pit. He's coming in. Oh, a little bit of a wild entry. I think he got the thing slowed down in time. That was close. That was almost a drive-through.
Anything on the table. That was fully committed. He was everything trying to stop that thing.
Yeah, the wheels were locked up, the disc brakes were blowing. He was very lucky, but he got it slowed down. So Skill takes his first pit stop of the night. And this 90,000 capacity circuit is almost... Oh, Bartis has spun at the end of the Mistral all by himself. In comes Adam. So flat spots, I'd imagine Chubb comes through. What has happened to Bartis? And that is Tymorgo. So he's lost what I would imagine is the lead of this race. I have to wait and see. What does Bartis do? This Saturday, I haven't got anything on my booking Exorcist, so probably not. Bartis comes through the last corner and continues on, so he must be able to deal with it, but he's essentially lost the lead. Don't know what happened there. That's a weird one, all by himself too, so it's
not an easy corner at the best of times at the end of the Mistral, as Vic Chan makes it look effortless, passing Skill up the inside there. That's for what would appear to be 2nd or 3rd outright. So battle for the podium here for Vic.
Yep. These guys still have to take that stop, but yeah, Skill overtaken from Vic. We just got to it at the very tippy end of it, but yeah, McLaren driver obviously happy with his mechanical and downforce levels. So 26 laps at the moment done, 11 minutes to go. Brett Want still has 2 stops to take, so surely we'll be seeing him come in soon. It's an interesting strategy, I must say.
It's not one I expected to see coming into tonight, that's for sure. Paulie, you've got to assume Paulie's still with a pretty firm stranglehold in this one. He's got 17 seconds back to Vic, who is on the identical strategy to him. And then Adam, the best of the drivers who have taken their compulsory pit stops, but I think it's just little bit too far back for Adam.
I think you're on the money. Bounty's giving chase to Angry down the Mistral straight. He's looking for something. He got really close too as Angry had to dart back onto the inside. So it's on here for 16th, and Barters now caught back up to Chubb. So this will be, I think, for second overall. So Barters has some pace still. So it looks like his tyres are okay. Looks like Nige might pick it up. That's awesome. So I'm glad you guys can get the stream. If you are wondering what my schedule is, I've made the bookings calendar public. So if you go to demo1garage.com/bookings, it's my stream calendar. So if you see an event that is highlighted orange, I am confirmed streaming it. If it's blue, it just means I haven't confirmed yet, but I probably will be. So yeah, demo1garage.com/bookings, or go to demo1garage.com and in the menu, click stream schedule, and that'll take you to this calendar. So you're more than welcome to look at that as Barters and Chubb race each other for position dominance. Barters gets ahead. A few wiggles left and right from both of them, but Barters is ahead of Chubb for now. So Barters has a really quick Audi. Really quick. He was a lot faster than Chubb. So he must be a little bit less downforce for that straight, because he's got a lot. It looks like he's got a lot more down, a lot more top end. So Slambob is making his way forward as well. He's on the spoiler of Tymorgo. So we are in for one hell of a finish, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much that hasn't been decided yet. There's still 8 cars that need to go to the pit lane. Inside for Slambob, up and under for Tymorgo. Great exit for the Ferrari. There's not much the Bentley can do, but hold on and pray. Coming into the first turn. I'd imagine Slambob with that inside line, he'll get preference on the brakes. And yeah, not surprising, the Ferrari comes out ahead. Oh, drive through for pit lane speeding for Fly. And he'll have to take a drive-through penalty. So that was on his way out. That's huge, because he's come out just in behind someone awesome. So he was up there. That's not what he wanted. So the first penalty we've seen tonight is a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane.
I think that's 2 surprises in itself. A, I can't believe that's the first one we've gotten. And B, how was it for speeding in the pit lane? We were chatting before about the fact that it would be really difficult to avoid them for limits here, and it's a pit lane speed one that's popped up first.
Yeah, he was on the exit too, so he must have disengaged the pit limiter a little bit too early. It's the only thing I can think of what he did. Such a shame.
It's not hard to do when you just get a little bit keen on the button and suddenly.
This is now Bounty on Eagle Wind, who's also in another Bentley. Bounty was looking pacey early on, so he's going to probably, I think he might finish inside the top 10, so it won't be all doom and gloom. JJ's up to 18th now, as River's dropped to 19th. So that incident with River and Nige, I think from memory, and JJ getting taken out on the first lap, it has kept the championship alive for both of these two, because now River was going to take it for sure, but with JJ down there, it's just equalised the damage. So I think that's the best result JJ could hope for after the start he's had.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. You can just see this little pit stop dilemma starting to sort itself out. Vic Chan taking the final of his required pit stops, and Brett now race leader, first of his stops. I'm really interested, Josh, and I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me here. I have no idea where Brett's about to pop out amongst these guys.
Eagle Wind and Bounty, they had a coming together out of the last turn. And Bounty's held it around the outside at 1. And he's come out ahead. Eagle Wind not giving up. He's still got a nose. About 3/4 in. Oh, he's tagged Bounty into the wall. Massive drama. Massive damage. Eagle Wind will go on. We see that type of accident sometimes. That's twice I think Bounty's had that happen to him there at that corner. Have a look at this. So look at the racing.
Huge. Massive contact there between those two. It was just a bit of a miscommunication. Left the nose in and fired across.
Oh, perfect pit maneuver though. And just, he took a lot of force head on. So I think that's going to be race over, I think, for Bounty.
Ooh, Brett. Drive-through penalty.
Oh, so here we go. So Brett Want up the top at the moment. Paulie
Oh, no.
is up to second now.
And this isn't good here. Brett with a drive-through to serve plus a compulsory pit stop. And he's running out of time too. He wouldn't have hoped for this.
He's pretty much going to have to do a lap, come back in, do a lap, come back in.
Ah, wow. Heartbreak for Brett. He's run the alternate strategy all night. Just trying to say, it might have paid off for him, and we'll never know now.
Got JJ with us. How's your race been, mate? What happened? Were you taken out at the start?
No. It's been such a drama tonight that with all the setting up and restarting all the servers, I stuffed up my pit strategy. Usually, if you set the same tyre that you're on as the one you're going to change to, it doesn't actually change the tyre. And click a button and change the tyres in that first stop. So I've just been having a casual little Tuesday night drive.
Yeah, right. Okay. So you can't be too. You can't be too disappointed that River is down in 18th now, because he was looking very high up on the leaderboard there for a while.
It's surprised me. I didn't actually pick that up. I've been listening to you guys. And it wasn't until you guys said something in the commentary that I realised that I got ahead of you.
Yeah, he had a big moment and a big pit stop as well. So that's what hurt him at the end of the day.
I think that Brett got his drive through because as we were coming, he was just behind me. I was pulling over to let him by. And it looked as though Bounty was coming across the track after his incident, and I think it's caught Brett unaware, and he's gone straight ahead. And if you do that, don't slow down enough, it pings you straight away for the drive-through. So I think that's what's happened there.
That's a bit harsh.
Unless it was from pit lane, but I didn't notice it when he came out of pits.
No, it was definitely a track limits one. That's bizarre. It didn't pop up till late. I definitely saw the Bounty incident first, so that's awkward.
That's really awkward. And so I was pulling over to the inside to let Brett through, and Bounty was there.
Wow, awful timing for that one. That's one of those racing incidents, isn't it?
Sounds like there's been a few in this one. It'd be interesting to go back and have a look.
Yep, there's going to be a few for the stewards to look at. Just got Barters here on the back of Adam. And Barters, he's spun himself off from the lead, but can he get Adam through here down the Mistral Straight? We think he's running a little less downforce to get the top end through here because he looks quick. And sure enough, he's ahead. Adam's not giving up, but yeah, into the corner. It's Barters 6th, Adam 7th, and we've only got a minute left, so we're on the countdown to the end of this race. And Nige is in the pit lane, taking his final stop.
Leaders on final lap.
And that puts Paulie into the lead on the final lap. So here we go.
So it's been a mature and calculated drive from Paulie, hasn't it? Just from start to finish, he's asserted dominance and done exactly what he needed to do, and only one lap stands between him and a win now.
And I didn't even put him on my predictions top 5 as well, so I apologise, Paulie. Well deserved from the drive you've had today. Paulie. What's Paulie's team? Selby Acoustics. So Selby will love in this one again. Good for the team championship. So what else is going on? Where did Nige come out?
P6 for Nige.
That's not too bad. He just did his last stop then.
And Brent P11, so I think it's a good result gone wanting there, unfortunately.
It is. Slambob is close to Car 2. Chubb's down there in 9th. He was looking really good too. But that few incidents have hurt him today. Tymorgo there in 12th. Chasing.
Not all over here at the top. Nige on the back of Adam here, 1 lap to go. Back of the Mistral, of course, Nige has just been really strong here. We'll see if he can do anything.
Might be able to get the top 5. Yeah, I think he might. Adam in all sorts of trouble. It is. It's Nige. It's all Nige. It's coming up, Nige. He gets it done. Beautiful stuff. And as Paulie rounds the final corner, surely we'll see the checkered flag. There it is on the left-hand side.
Has finished the race.
Then it's going to be Vic Chan in 2nd place. Skill. I didn't see this coming. He's in 3rd. So his strategy has blown me out of the water tonight, because I really didn't think he was up there, but the strategy worked. 3rd place.
Fantastic from Skill. He will be absolutely wrapped with that one.
Then there's Bartis, Nige, Adam for 6th. Don't think he can get it back, unfortunately. Just can't do. Slambob and Chubb, they're going to finish so close for 7th, 8th and 9th. Great racing though. It's a pity we didn't have a few more laps, because that was starting to spice up. Cane Man gets it inside the top 10. Brett won 11th. Ty for 12th. It'll be someone. Eagle, Angry for 15th. Fly down there in 16th. JJ is going to come home in 17th. River in 18th. And Bounty in 19th. But it's come up all poorly as he does his celebratory burnouts.
And rightly so too. What a drive, honestly. Paulie absolutely second to none. He was untouchable from the start. You saw it straight away, 2 seconds on the first lap, and he was just making his mark on this race.
Absolutely. It was we had it all this race. Hang on.
Well done, Paulie.
Race radio.
Well done, Paulie. Skill. The bloody thing changed tyres on me. I was bloody gutted. Fucking swearing at myself. They stand restart. Just got my pit stop thing. I didn't realise it was going to change tyres on me.
So there you go. Bit of an insight. But thanks to everyone that has been with us tonight. Watched us, liked the stream, supported us. Thank you so much.
How'd you do that?
Thanks, Zed.
Sorry. Well done. You did well too.
For joining me.
My pleasure. Great to be along and see my first ACC race. Up close.
Yeah, we'll do plenty more together, I'm sure. But
yeah, I'm feeling, man. I really wanted to test that no tyre change, and I had a good lead.
But like I said, demoandgarage.com/bookings, guys. And you can check out what else is happening on the channel this week. But that will end tonight. So thank you once again, and have a safe week. Enjoy your racing.
My pressures were all over the place because I didn't set to change tyres. The tyres were just under pressure. I was just driving the shit out of the car to try and keep the pressures up.
Did you end up changing tyres then?
Listen to Vic Chan.
Yeah, I fucking didn't know. Because in my strategy, I have it on 5.5 so it doesn't change. And then when I went in the pit, it fucking changed it on me.
Rightio.
So I was fuming. Yeah, hey, you still Really
Oh, well,
good.
hopefully Brands Hatch is a different track to this AMG, mate, I'll tell ya.
Yeah, should be alright.
Give it
Hard
a
to track.
I'm sure you will,
Straight.
Prince.
Yeah, exactly.
Could lead up some curves.
Thank you,
Never
everybody.
mind. Alright, thanks guys.
Yeah, well done, Adler.
Cheers, thanks, Vic. You too, buddy.
Cheers.
All right, like I said, demo1garage.com/bookings, our stream schedule. The times are all in local Brisbane time. But that brings us to the end. Paulie's here. What a race, mate.
Yeah, it was a good race.
So sorry for
Solid.
what's his name? Brett.
Green light, go, go,
Can you hear me?
Going through.
We can.
Loud and clear.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it was solid, no mistakes. I was getting a little worried there for River was gaining on me or keeping up with me at the start of the race, but I just had to keep on. I couldn't relax. He was still just there.
Yeah, River. He was so close for so long, but he had her coming together.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, and he took a bit of damage, I think, bit of flat spotting, and it was race over for him, so he dropped all the way down.
Oh, it was unfortunate because he had some pace. He was really keeping me honest there at the beginning parts of the race.
Yeah, if that hadn't have happened, it would have been you two, I think, just going at it to the end there.
Yeah, he was slowly wheeling me in too. So I would have been. Yeah, it was keeping my mind going. I wasn't too sure if I couldn't go much quicker than what I was going. So, and he was slowly, tenth by tenth, catching me. So it was a little concerning.
And
But
yeah,
I was about to say, but skill. What a race from him! I think he's starting like 16th to get a podium. That's really impressive.
yeah, I did not see that coming. He had he's had some long stints, and somehow it worked. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, bravo to skill, because I didn't even think it was going to finish even in the top 5.
Yeah, well, when they were going long, I was looking at the time, trying to work out, okay, they got a pit stop. I'm thinking, they're actually 28 odd seconds. They're going to actually come out in front of me. I'm thinking, how did this happen?
Yeah, I don't know. He just, from what we saw, just consistent lines. Just he didn't really have any traffic, and it just paid off.
Yeah, that was a good race though.
Oh, well, it was fun to watch. It was Zed's first one, so it was a good one, I think, to lose his cherry too. So, and the Ferrari, were you able to set it up to be really slippery down the straight?
No, I went slightly the opposite way. I went for medium downforce to get me good around the corner parts.
Yeah.
If it was on slippery, I'd gain only probably about a tenth, but around the corners I was gaining around about 4 or 5 tenths on a higher downforce
Right.
car.
Okay.
So the higher downforce was working better.
Oh well, it paid off in the end. And where's round 3? I haven't actually seen the car.
We're at
Brands
Brands
Hatch.
Hatch. Brands Hatch is the next one. Yep.
So is that going to be more like a Zolder race?
I think it's not going to be the pointy end. I don't think for myself. But it's very hard to pass there. So I think we're going to see the Bentley drivers and the Merc drivers back up the top.
Yep.
And then scraps from there after.
Oh well, it'll be fun to find out. But yeah, thanks for popping in to say hi.
Yep, no worries. Hope you enjoyed the race.
We did. Go enjoy the stream back if you do that thing, and I don't know, we'll see you when you see you, man. So thanks for that.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Thanks, mate. Well done.
All right, later, guys.
Laters. Well, that'll bring us to the end, I think. But thank you again, everyone, and again, thanks, Zed. We'll see you. Well, we won't see you this Sunday, but we'll see you shortly again for another ACC event, I'm sure.
Do we do Pro-Am comms box on Tuesday nights? Is that a thing?
Yes we do.
There you go. Should be there for that one.
All right. like it. Once again, guys, don't forget demo1garage.com or buymeacoffee.com/demo1garage and check out the content on there. But until next time, have a great week. Don't work too hard. Enjoy your sim racing, and I'll see you when I see you. But good night and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.